Last month, a guy I coached went 6 months with 0 workouts. Most nights ended at 1:30 a.m. doom scrolling, promising he'd start tomorrow. The guilt followed him into meetings, and even small tasks felt heavier. Then we changed one thing. The start became 2 minutes. In the next 30 days, he logged 23 workouts, even on bad days. Every day you delay, you pay interest in stress, guilt, and mental clutter. So today you'll build a start you can't dodge. If it takes longer than 2 minutes, you won't do it, until now. By the end of this video, you'll know how to turn later into motion, on command. The next part is going to challenge how you think discipline works. Most people aren't lazy, they're overloaded. Your brain isn't failing, it's crowded with input and unfinished decisions. Notifications, open loops, cluttered screens, and quick checks quietly kill focus. That's why deep work feels impossible, even when you care. Here's the "wait what" moment. One interruption doesn't cost 30 seconds. A commonly cited estimate is that it takes around 23 minutes to fully get back on task. So that quick check is not a break. It's a hidden tax on your entire day. And that's why procrastination isn't a personality problem. It's an entry design problem. Your brain will work hard once it feels safe to begin, but it refuses any start that feels endless, vague, or expensive. Monk mode is a short, focused season where you remove noise so your mindset can breathe again. This is atomic habits applied to discipline, small starts that compound. Halfway through, you'll hit the turning point. You stop trying harder and redesign the start. System 1. Start engineering. Your goal can be big, but your first move has to be small and frictionless. If you want to work out, don't work out. Put on your shoes and stand up. If you want to study, don't study. Open the notes and read one paragraph. If you want to write, don't write. Type one ugly sentence and save it. The goal is to make the first step tiny and ready. Now remove the setup excuses before they appear. Most delays aren't caused by the work. They're caused by the 5 minutes before the work. You need a charger, a clean desk, the right file, the perfect plan. So your brain stalls, calls it procrastination, and escapes. Do a friction inventory. What are the 3 excuses you repeat every time you avoid the habit? Pre-solve one of them today while you still have control. Charge the device. Open the dock. Put the book on the table. Discipline gets easier when starting is cheap. Today, do start engineering in 5 minutes. Make the first action tiny and remove one setup excuse. Now here's the part nobody tells you. Motivation isn't the lever. The lever is the start. System 2. 2-minute gateway. This is the turning point. This is where discipline stops being a personality trait and becomes a design choice. Procrastination is pain avoidance disguised as planning. Your brain sees start and feels a threat. Not because the task is impossible, because the finish line is unclear. When the finish is blurry, your brain predicts effort with no closure, so it reaches for relief. Scrolling, cleaning, researching, reorganizing, anything that feels safer. You're not avoiding work. You're avoiding the feeling that work triggers. So you change the start into a 2-minute container, not to finish the habit in 2 minutes. To make beginning so small your brain can't justify panic. 2 minutes sits below your threat radar, but above 0. If you can't start in 2 minutes, the habit is designed to fail. That one sentence explains most broken discipline. Here's how you build the 2-minute version. For the gym, it's shoes on, water filled, door opened. For studying, it's open the notes and write one question you need answered. For writing, it's open the doc and write a headline plus 1 bullet. For admin, it's open the email and draft the first line. And here's the critical rule that makes it work. You are allowed to stop after 2 minutes. That permission builds trust. It tells your brain, this won't be endless. It removes the fear that starting equals suffering. Most days, once you begin, you keep going naturally. But even if you stop, you still win. Because you trained the start. You proved you can move without waiting to feel ready. If you only remember one thing, make it this. The habit is not the workout. The habit is becoming the person who starts. So make the start a finishable loop. 2 minutes. Done. Proof. Your brain loves proof because proof is safe. Proof lowers the emotional cost of tomorrow. Comment, gate open, and write your 2-minute start. Make it specific enough that future you can't lie about what you meant. Today, run the 2-minute gateway once before noon. Next, you protect the start from 2 silent killers, drifting and shame. System 3. Proof loop. After you begin, your brain does one of 2 things. It looks for an exit, or it wanders into side quests. So you need a clean finish line. Pick one small done marker before you start. For writing, it's 1 paragraph saved with a title. For studying, it's 10 flashcards reviewed and corrected. For cleaning, it's 1 surface cleared and wiped. For work, it's 1 draft sent, 1 outline finished, 1 file delivered. Big sessions don't build discipline. Clean finishes build discipline. Because a clean finish creates proof, and proof makes tomorrow easier. Proof stacks quietly, and after a week, your confidence changes. Now add the recovery rule. Perfect streaks look good online. Recovery is what changes your life. When you miss a day, you don't restart at day 1. You resume with the 2-minute version and the same finish line. Consistency isn't a streak. It's return speed. A minimum day keeps your identity alive. On chaotic days, you begin for 2 minutes, hit the done marker, and stop. That's how you avoid the shame spiral that steals weeks. Your proof loop is simple. Start small, finish clean, and return fast when you slip. System 4. Environment lock. Discipline gets easier when your environment does the remembering. If you rely on willpower, you will lose to noise. So remove 1 source of input tonight. Protect 1 uninterrupted block, and you get your day back. Silence 1 notification cluster. Close the open tabs you keep saving for later. Clear 1 surface that always steals your attention. Then set 1 obvious cue for tomorrow's start. Shoes by the door. Notebook on the chair. Dock already opened. Also choose 1 time trigger. When coffee finishes, you begin. When you get home, you do 2 minutes before you sit. When you open your laptop, you start before you check anything else. Tonight, set. Environment lock before you sleep. 1 cue, 1 trigger, 1 piece of noise removed. Do this for 10 days and starting stops feeling dramatic. It starts feeling normal. Right now, pick the habit that's been haunting you. Write your 2-minute start on 1 line. Pre-solve 1 setup excuse. Tomorrow, begin before your brain negotiates. Screenshot the key systems and start today. Comment locked plus your 30-day goal so it's written in public. Next episode. Stoicism. Morning and night rituals that lock your day. So your day runs on rituals, not willpower. Train your mind, and your life will follow.